Imagine standing at the edge of a vast forest, the sun setting behind towering trees, shadows stretching like whispers of secrets yet to be told. You hear the rush of a hidden stream, see the glimmer of fireflies, yet something feels off. You're told this forest holds the path to your fullest self, yet the deeper you go, the more tangled the trails become. How can something so promising also feel so confusing? It's the paradox of practical spirituality and ancient promise tangled in modern confusion, leaving many hopeful seekers overwhelmed, anxious, unsure if they're lost or just beginning. SFX, Forest _ Crickets. 3 over centuries. Hundreds of self-development gurus and spiritual guides have promised inner peace, success, enlightenment, all grounded in ancient wisdom reborn for today. Names and methods change, but the core message remains. Tap into your true potential, align with universal truths, unlock hidden power within. Official stories tell us this path is clear, accessible, repeatable. Yet, when you truly dive in, you find contradictions, guarded principles disguised as secret knowledge, and a pervasive resistance to sharing what really transforms. It's like you're handed a map, but parts are missing, scribbled over, or deliberately vague. The forest from before is no longer just confusing. It's almost impenetrable. SFX, wind _ slinger for leaves. 2 here, ask the glitch. Why would teachers who devote their lives to helping others hold back fundamental truths? Why does genuine transformation seem to require jumping through hoops of marketing, jargon, or endless workshops? Why is so much self-development advice surface level, designed to keep you dependent rather than empowered? If the wisdom is practical and ancient, why isn't it simple? These questions unsettle the system. They're an unspoken truth. True practical spirituality isn't sold in glossy packages or quick fixes. It's a craft, an internal technology honed through discipline, focus, and subtle shift in consciousness. SFX, clock _ ticking _ soft. For it's time to rethink the narrative. Practical spirituality is not magic. It's not mystical jargon or distant ritual reserved for the elite. It's internal discipline, a geometry of awareness that aligns thought, emotion, and action into a coherent rhythm. Imagine your mind as a compass and your spirit as the steady hand that guides it. This wisdom, often lost beneath layers of commercialism, depends not on gimmicks, but on rebuilding your relationship with yourself. You don't need tools from outside. You need to unlock and refine your inner technology skills, like mindfulness sharpened into presence, emotional mastery tuned into resilience, focus disciplined into flow. SFX, deep _ breath _ out. 3. This internal technology also demands something else, confronting your own fears, patterns, and distractions. There's no shortcut, because every step forward involves facing down the noise of conditioned thinking, habitual reactions, and the false promises spinning around you. The masters of this path are not selling magic, they're sharing the method of self-mastery passed down through time, hidden by complexity but waiting to be rediscovered. The secret is in the simplicity of consistency, the courage to look inward honestly, and the patience to grow with every challenge. SFX, heartbeat _ slow _ strong. For so ask yourself, what if the voices telling you to buy this, do that, or transform overnight are missing the point? What if the practical path to true self-development isn't found in endless courses or flashy techniques, but in reawakening the power already inside you? This isn't about escaping anxiety or fear through distraction. It's about transcending them through embodiment. It's about cultivating a daily practice that bridges spiritual insight with grounded action in your life, turning wisdom into work and courage into habit. SFX, come _ chime. 2. Now, the real question. Are you willing to step out of the noise and into clarity? to reject the shallow trails masquerading as paths, to join a tribe that values depth, commitment, and real transformation over quick fixes. This is an invitation not to subscribe, but to awaken, to claim your rightful place as a sovereign seeker who knows the difference between marketing and mastery, between illusion and insight. Practical spirituality, isn't just about feeling good. It's about becoming whole. It's about forging identity from the friction of your own challenges and triumphs. SFX, tribal_slow. 3. This journey asks for more than curiosity, it demands courage. The courage to question authority, to challenge easy answers, and to face what lies beneath the surface of your everyday mind. The tools are simple but profound. Disciplined focus, deep listening, geometric patterns of thought, and a daily commitment to presence. These form the framework of a living technology, a way of being that resonates with your deepest truth. And it's within reach, not through buying, but through doing. SFX, fire_crackling_soft. 3. Your life is your laboratory. Every interaction, every moment of quiet, every decision is an experiment in self-growth. The teachers who withhold these insights are not villains. They represent the gap between surface knowledge and inner mastery. But you can bridge that gap on your own terms. You can learn to see through the noise, to recognize the rituals that serve and those that trap, and to cultivate a practice that nourishes your soul while sharpening your mind. This is the real power of practical spirituality. It meets you where you are and guides you to where you need to be. SFX, morning_birds. 3. Remember, the ancient paths weren't laid for the lazy or distracted. They were crafted for those willing to show up time and again with patience and resolve. This is your chance to walk past the slick promises and into an inner terrain of clarity and strength. Your tribe awaits, seekers who value truth over trend, mastery over momentary relief. Together, you can rediscover the lost technology of self-development, turning your life into a masterpiece of conscious evolution. SFX, wind_harp_long. For the forest of your spirit is vast, mysterious, but not unknowable. The path is hidden, but not closed. The wisdom is practical, but not superficial. The promise isn't escape, it's empowerment. Will you refuse the distraction? Will you choose the challenging, rewarding journey inward? This is an awakening call for those ready to claim their authenticity beyond hype, beyond noise, beyond illusion. Join the seekers. Forge your inner map. Become the practitioner of your own evolution. SFX, echoing_soul_soft. 3. Because real practical spirituality, isn't found in where others say to. Look, it's found where you dare to go yourself. Now, let us dive deeper into what these so-called lost secrets really are. You see, practical spirituality, isn't a mysterious magic ritual or an elusive state only attained by spiritual masters sitting on mountaintops. It's a science of being quietly precise, consistently practical, and profoundly transformative when applied with integrity. The professionals who promote spirituality often package it as a luxury or an escape, a way to feel good quickly. But real transformation, that demands presence, patience, and a willingness to do the hard inner work no one talks about. At the heart of this inner work lies something remarkably simple, yet often overlooked. How you manage your inner conversation, your mind, continuously buzzing with chatter, doubts, and distractions, is the greatest obstacle to clarity and power. Practical spirituality teaches you how to become the curator of your thoughts and emotions, no longer a victim, but the artisan crafting a life aligned with your highest self. This is the internal technology that professionals hint at, but rarely share a system to observe, understand, and reshape your conscious experience. SFX, soft_wind_bells. 3. Think of your consciousness as a vast landscape where patterns of thought form the weather. Sometimes calm and clear, Other times, turbulent storms of anxiety or distraction. The key is learning to read and influence this weather, not by fighting it, but by understanding it deeply. This requires mastering focus, not a frenetic attempt to control everything at once, but a gentle, wise redirection of attention to what truly serves your growth. Focus is power. When disciplined, it unlocks flow states, a state of heightened creativity and clarity. Many self-development teachings promise flow, but miss the crucial step of training the mind patiently over time. SFX, heart_plus_rhythm. For now, here S where the puzzle grows even more curious. Despite the availability of mindfulness and meditation techniques, most people don't experience the lasting change these practices promise. Why? Because the spiritual market is flooded with shallow methods that scratch only the surface. True practical spirituality is integrative. It requires blending mind, body, and soul into a coherent practice. This means physical discipline, mental clarity, emotional regulation, and spiritual insight all working in harmony. It's not a single tool, but a layered craft. Like sculpting yourself through many forms of practice, trial, and reflection. Imagine a geometric shape, each side representing a vital aspect of your evolution. Remove one side and the shape collapses. This is the invisible matrix often omitted from popular teachings. Professionals hesitant to reveal this whole system keep seekers cycling through quick fixes because true mastery demands deep commitment and self-honesty. This matrix isn't about selling you an endless stream of courses. It's about inviting you to become your own mentor, your own guide through the inner forest. SFX, soft_with_breeze. 3's also important to realize practical spirituality doesn't promise a life without struggle or negative emotions. Instead, it equips you with tools to navigate life's inevitable challenges with wisdom and grace. Think of it as learning to sail rather than wishing storms away. The professionals who resist sharing this often prefer clients who return for more sessions or products, not those who build lasting inner resilience and move on to lead empowered lives. This hidden agenda is subtle but widespread, creating a disconnect between marketing rhetoric and authentic practice. So, what exactly does this authentic practice look like? At its core, it includes daily habits that anchor you in presence. This might be a focused 5-minute meditation before the day begins, a moment of journaling reflections to track emotional patterns, or conscious breath control to reset your nervous system during stress. These simple tools are powerful because they engage your biology, psychology, and spirit simultaneously, cultivating a stable foundation for growth. Over time, these practices expand into deeper levels of self-knowledge and inner freedom. SFX, deep_breathing. 4, and here's another secret the pros don't often talk about. The spiritual journey is intensely personal and unique. What works for one person may not work for another. The one-size-fits-all approach dominates the market because it's easier to package and sell. True practical spirituality honors your individuality, inviting you to experiment, reflect, and adapt practices that resonate with your own inner voice. This takes courage, the courage to ignore external pressure and trust in your own lived experience as a compass. It means embracing paradoxes, enduring discomfort, and sometimes questioning what you've been taught. SFX, soft_falling. 3, but with that courage comes profound reward. The gradual unveiling of your authentic self. The person beneath societal conditioning, fears, and limiting beliefs. This process strips away illusion and delivers clarity and freedom. It is the treasure hidden beneath the confusing thickets of commercialized spirituality. To access it, you must cultivate a disciplined curiosity and investigative spirit that is gentle yet tenacious. This is the kind of practical spirituality that real seekers pursue, not for fleeting comfort, but for lasting transformation. SFX, echoing underscore chimes, for ask yourself in your daily life. Amidst the noise of social media, advertisements, and the well-meaning but often superficial advice, where is your attention truly going? Are you investing time in scattered distractions or in deliberate practices that build your inner architecture? This question is the turning point. Because the internal technology we speak of isn't mysterious or reserved for elites, it's waiting to be reclaimed by anyone willing to stop chasing external solutions and start cultivating inner mastery. It's a discipline born from centuries of trial and error, now distilled into precise, practical tools. SFX, com_ocean_waves. 5, and this is more than just a personal journey. It's a collective awakening. When you reclaim your inner technology, you join a lineage of seekers who have quietly shaped culture, art, science, and philosophy through deep self-mastery. These are the hidden architects of progress, often overshadowed by louder, more commercial voices. Your choice to step into this tradition breaks the cycle of superficiality and reintroduces depth and authenticity to the conversation about who we are and what we can become. SFX, tribal_chan_soft. 3, so here, S your call. Refuse to be a passive consumer of packaged spirituality. Become a practitioner of your own evolution. This path demands consistency, self-honesty, and courage, but it also offers freedom beyond any quick fix. It invites you to cultivate your own internal compass, mastering the art of presence in a distracted world. This is the real power that self-development professionals often overlook because it cannot be commodified, only lived. Will you choose to live it? SFX, long_deep_breath, for remember. The most valuable knowledge is not what is shouted on stages or plastered across social media. It's the quiet, subtle practice of aligning your mind, heart, and body each day. This is the deep art of practical spirituality and ancient technology waiting to be rediscovered and integrated into your daily life. Take the first step not by purchasing another course or subscribing to the noise, but by turning inward with intention and discipline. Your true teacher has always been inside you. It's time to listen. SFX, soft_bull_tone. 3, this trailer opens the door. The rest of the journey, your journey awaits beyond it. It is not easy, but it is profound. It is not flashy, but it is powerful. Join the seekers who value depth over distraction, mastery over momentary relief. Rediscover the practical spirituality that self-development professionals rarely share. Step out of the cycle of consumerism and into a life of authentic growth, grounded in ancient wisdom and modern clarity. Your tribe is waiting.